Hi there, Robert here. Hope everyone is safe and well, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Make Money Online. And last week I put out a video, haven't put out a video for quite a long time, on exactly what I'm doing and how you can generate an income selling simple products that anyone can build. Received a lot of questions. I'm going to answer all your questions today. Now, this is a very simple business to get into, and the easiest business to get into is making signs, and you can make signs all year round. And because it's Christmas, I'm selling a lot of Christmas signs. You can do the same. So what do you need? How much does it cost? And how do you make the money? First of all, the training is quite simple. Go to YouTube, how do I make a sign? But that is not going to make you money. What's going to make you money? Selling it. And this is what I'm going to tell you what you need to know and how you can actually make money selling these signs. But let's understand the business. The top left, the green welcome sign, that is 6 foot. That is a 1x8. And if you look at the other image with love, that is a 2 foot 1x8. Cut off the actual welcome sign. I've got a couple of signs. Now the love sign can be a child's name. These names are being sold all over the place. People love to have their child's name on a simple plaque. They put them on the child's door. They put them in the child's room. It sells. It's an offcut. It's an extra little bit of income. Cost of that sign, it's a 1x8. The actual size of the timber is 3/4 of an inch by 7.5 inches. And they're 6-inch stencils. Now, this is what you got to do. That cost just under $15. And you got the welcome sign and you got the love sign. $15 timber. The paint. I've been asked a lot about the paint. Well, the paint is $80, all this. No, it's not. Go into Lowe's. You're going to buy the cheap paint, but what I do recommend you do, if you're just starting out, you can buy a gallon of paint for $30. It's going to do all the signs all year. But just starting out, buy a sample pot. There are little pots of paint, enough for 5 or 6 stencils, $5. Buy a red one and a green one. It's Christmas. Right, this is what you got to do. Paint the board after you sanded it. Just a light sand. Paint the board. Let it dry. Now, if you're going to make 10 signs, you cut all the boards at once. You sand all the boards at once. And then you paint. That's just a couple of hours work. Just a roll of paint up each side. Easy to do. Have a sandwich, something to eat. Paint is dry. Ready for stenciling. Stencils. I've been in the stencil business for a long time. I've bought professional stencils. They're quite expensive, but you can get very good stencils from Amazon. That welcome sign is just letters that are 6 inches. And they've got a few heart shapes and a few other shapes you can put on there. And that is $20. You can buy them for $7, but they're not very good. They're too flimsy. And you can make 100, 150 signs. What you want to do is get the paint that is water. It's water paint, not oil based, water based. And just rinse off your stencil straight away. That's it. Easy to do. Now, that's $15 and next to nothing. After you bought the stencil, you can use it. You got the Merry Christmas and Let It Snow. That is a set of stencils because I'm using the same stencils, the Merry Christmas, Joy to the World, and that is on a ceramic tile. So let's get the other stencils in the timber there, which is a 1x6, 3/4 of an inches by 5.5 inches. That is $5.77, and that makes both of these stencils, and they've got enough over to make another sign for a child or whatever I want to do with it. They're easy to make, and we have the ceramic tile. A lot of questions on this ceramic tile. That is a 2 foot by 1 foot. Now, if I was doing a bathroom and I was buying these stencils, they're about $20 each. But if you go there, in these stores, they have the end of sale. They can't sell them because they ain't got enough, and they just want to get rid of them for a couple of dollars. That cost me $2.50. And I've painted it. I'll give it a little sand, a very light sand, and painted it, and it's got 3 coats of paint on it. And then I put the gold paint on it. They sell very well. That's the stencil business. But if you want to take it up a notch, what you can do is make noodle boards. That noodle board, timber, $24. You can sell these for $70 to $150. You can sell them for $70 all day. Easy to do. Just go to YouTube, how do I make a noodle board? And put a stencil on it. That's what you got to do. Now, take it to the next level. That ladder. These ladder racks, you can go on to Wayfair. They're being sold for $70. That ladder cost me $8 to build, but I built it with a 4x2, which is 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches. The ones that are being sold for $70 are smaller, narrower, and thinner. A 3x1. These sell better. You're going to make an easy $50. Easy $50. Most of my ladders are being sold ready to paint or stain. Now, let's come to the money maker. The mantels. Been asked a lot of questions on these mantels. The timbers for that, you're going to look at under $30. All depends on what size. And I use 2x. A 2x4, a 2x6, a 2x8, or 2x10. All depends on what thickness people want. And this is easy to do. Just go to YouTube, how do I make a mantle? You'd be surprised. This is just mostly butt joints or just a corner joint. That one there's a butt joint. Pinned and glued. Sanded, painted or stained. That's it. How do I put it on the wall? This is the question I've been asked. You get a piece of 2x4. Lay it on the wall, find the stud and screw it into the stud. Now what I'll do, I'll make the 2x4 1 foot shorter than the hole at the back of that mantle. So I can slide it along to level it into the middle because the studs ain't going to be centered. I'll then put another 2x4 on top of the first 2x4. Slide the mantle in, glue it and put weights on the top. Don't need to pin it. You can pin it, but there's no need to. Just put some weight on the top and it will glue, stick there. That's what you're going to do. And you can make an easy $150 providing that service. More if you install it. Make them and that's it. Now you can learn how to do this easy on YouTube. How do I make a mantle? How do I make a noodle board? How do I make a welcome sign? How do I make a ladder? And use your own common sense. You can do it on ceramic tiles. You can do it on all timbers. Here's how to sell it. Easiest, put them out your front door. I'll put out these Christmas signs. I'll put out these welcome signs. I've sold quite a few to local neighbours. Knocking on the door. Haven't got to do nothing. That's a nice little hustle. But if you want to make a little business out of it, you can put them on Facebook Marketplace. Yes, you got a little bit of competition, but you're still going to make sales. Put them out your front door, put them on Facebook Marketplace. But let's take it to the next level. Take it to the next level, you're going to put them in stores. How do you get them in stores? You learn how to make it. Now you got to learn how to sell it. Because you got to look a little bit professional. And go and get a few cards made for a few dollars. Cost you next to nothing. Go to the store and you say, you take what you have. Take a bulk of them. Whether you do signs, they will sell. They will take these signs easy. Flower shops will take these signs. I have one up the road. They got my signs in there. And I sell them in tens. I'll ring them up at the end of the week. How many you sold? I sold 5. I'll take back another 5 to replenish the stock. If they sell 3, I'll take back another 3. This is what I do. I'll put them in the store free of charge. Only charge them when it's sold. That's what I do. Today, people haven't got the money. They're not interested in buying stuff. Oh, well, if it sells, I'll buy it. If it don't sell, you can have it back. That's what I'm doing. Sell and return. It either sells or it gets returned. This business works very well. And once you start getting into the offcuts, once you start getting into names, that love sign, you can put a child's name on it. They put that on a door. Easy to do. Simple business to get into. You can start with the signs, just making signs. You can then get into the ladder rack. You can then get into the noodle boards. You can then get into the mantels. Because that's where you're going to make the money. Hope I've helped. You can sell them just by having them on your front door, sell them on Facebook Marketplace, or put them in stores. This is a business that you could start today for next to nothing. Have a look. Find out what you can do. God bless. All the best. And no matter where you are today in this crazy world we're living in, please stay safe and look after each other. I hope I've helped somebody out. God bless. Thank you very much. All the best.